In the global economic landscape, the United States and China undoubtedly stand as two heavyweight players. The economic development between these two nations is marked by both cooperative achievements and challenging conflicts. Let's first examine the economic trajectories of the United States and China. The United States emerged as a global economic powerhouse in the early 20th century, building its position as a global leader through a strong industrial base, abundant natural resources, and an innovative spirit. The U.S. economic model is primarily driven by a market economy, emphasizing free competition and corporate innovation. Through financial markets and global trade networks, the U.S. has propelled its economic growth. The technology and financial sectors have become the pillars of the U.S. economy, injecting vitality into global economic development. On the other hand, China's economic development has followed a distinctly different path. Since the reform and opening up, China has gradually transitioned from a planned economy to a market-oriented economy, rapidly rising to become the world's second-largest economy within just a few decades. China's economic growth is largely driven by a manufacturing and export-oriented model, leveraging its vast population dividend and government policy support to become the world's manufacturing hub, producing a wide range of goods from consumer electronics to heavy machinery. Meanwhile, China is accelerating its pace of technological innovation and high-quality development, aiming to occupy an increasingly significant position in the global economy in the future. In terms of cooperation, the economies of the U.S. and China are deeply intertwined and interdependent. The U.S. is one of China's largest trading partners, while China is a major source of imports for the U.S. The two countries have engaged in extensive cooperation across multiple sectors, including technology, finance, manufacturing, and energy. For instance, Apple has established a massive production base in China, while China's Huawei once held a significant position in the U.S. market. These collaborations have propelled globalization and brought enormous benefits to both nations and the global economy. However, as China's economy has rapidly ascended, the competition between the two nations has also intensified. In recent years, trade frictions between the U.S. and China have escalated, particularly in the high-tech sector, where conflicts have become increasingly fierce. The U.S. has expressed concerns over China's economic policies and market behavior, accusing China of gaining competitive advantages through unfair trade practices, while China sees U.S. protectionism as a barrier to free trade. These conflicts are not only reflected in tariff wars and market access issues, but also extend to intellectual property protection, technology transfer, and cybersecurity. The growing tension has also spilled over into political and military arenas, heightening global uncertainty. Despite these challenges, cooperation remains the dominant theme in U.S.-China relations. Faced with global challenges such as climate change, public health crises, and global economic recovery, both nations recognize the importance of collaboration. Whether through multilateral platforms or bilateral dialogues, the U.S. and China are striving to find common ground to promote global economic stability and prosperity. The future of U.S.-China relations will continue to evolve in a mix of cooperation and competition. The economic complementarity between the two nations creates common interests in many areas, but differences in ideology and development models make competition in global affairs inevitable. How to address conflicts within cooperation and seek win-win outcomes amid competition will be a major challenge for both nations and the global economy. In conclusion, the future of U.S.-China economic relations is filled with uncertainty and potential. In today's deeply interconnected world, the economic development of these two nations is not only crucial for their own prosperity, but also pivotal for the direction of the global economy. The coexistence of cooperation and conflict in U.S.-China economic relations will continue to shape the international landscape of the 21st century and have profound implications for the economic policies of countries around the world.